Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the One Cup Left podcast. This is episode 2. As always, you knew there was going to be an episode 2. There was so much fan demand for it. We had fan mail.
Too many.
I had
Actually,
so many notes I couldn't even read them all.
Yeah, I had somebody actually recognize me by voice. They came up to me on the pen and were like, "You're Sully from the One Cup Left podcast." And I bowed, and then everybody started clapping. It was great, dude.
Yeah, I was actually at a fan signing just today.
Yeah.
Actually, I met Keemstar.
Wow, you
Dude, how was he?
Racist.
Oh,
Let's
racist?
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Just your regular old Keem stuff. Did he accuse you of like sleeping with any like underage women or anything
Not
like that?
not any 13-year-old French girls. No.
No 13-year-old French
Damn.
girls.
Maybe next time.
How did Power Cynical get out of that so many times? Power Cynical's faced like getting canceled like 6 times.
Has he? I only know the Keemstar French girl thing, and then the furry inflation one.
Yeah.
He was like a...
That was weird.
That was. I love that. I love that video. I love that he had to get on the internet in front of the entire world and openly admit to telling like a 15-year-old. Granted, they said they were 18. They told Pyro Cynical they were 18, but he had to tell the world that he talked to a 15-year-old, role-played with them being a fat furry, and said, "I want to drag you across my sweaty moob." Like he had to sit in front of all of YouTube and be like, "Yes, I did say I want to drag you across my sweaty moob to a 15-year-old."
That sounds like a Black Mirror episode.
That sounds awful. That's not even...
What's even worse?
Imagine your mom seeing that video.
No, don't say that.
Imagine your mom hearing you
I
say
wouldn't-
that you're
I
going to
wouldn't-
drag a 15-year-old across your sweaty moob.
Mom, I swear I can explain. This is not...
Yeah,
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
My mom listens to this podcast.
Oh yeah, she did. She talked to us about it.
Did she?
Yeah,
Yes.
my mom came to visit yesterday, and she's like, "I listened to your podcast." I was like, "Yay!"
Hopefully my mom never hears this.
Shout out to all the moms, honestly.
Yeah, shout out to moms. I think Chance the Rapper made a song about that. Shout out to moms and stuff. Where he shouts out all his moms.
You know what mom I really like?
What?
Kendra West.
Is that like some porn star?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
I like that he
First Overwatch, and now this shit. Okay.
for context, we were talking about the intricacies of Overwatch porn before we started rolling.
Widowmaker solos. So
Yeah,
Widowmaker's my favorite character.
Overwatch 2 launched
She had
today.
the 13-inch barrel.
Oh yeah, they said the queues were about 15,000 wide or 50,000. Yeah.
Because they made it free to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're doing it like how they do it with Warzone. All the good like characters and stuff are locked behind a paywall.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so you can't even unlock the characters? Or
Nah,
You
gotta
get
pay
some of
for
the
it.
characters.
but
Unless you grind for it.
oh, is it
Yeah.
kind of like R6 where like if you shell out like you can in theory get all the characters in R6 without paying, but like
Yeah.
nobody has.
Yeah, like Brawlhalla. And I don't know if you guys have played Brawlhalla.
I unlocked almost all the Brawlhalla
Yeah,
characters.
because like some of them are super cheap, like Broadvar, but then you get to like
Was it Artemis that was crazy expensive? It was one of the ones with a lance and a scythe.
Rayman's like 5,400.
Yeah.
Well, he's super worth though. We love Rayman.
I hate Rayman.
No, Rayman was one of the most obnoxious characters.
Yeah.
Rayman kind of ruined the game. When
Ray-
Rayman
he
came
did
out,
ruin the
I
game.
stopped playing.
I haven't played it. I don't know. I like Rayman though. He's cool. So
I think Rayman's one of the like video game characters in history that got shafted the hardest.
Yeah.
he's very sexy though.
The Rabbids.
Like Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
He got overshadowed. Because didn't the Rabbids come from the
it's-
Rayman games?
Yeah,
and then
they
they
did.
overtook it in popularity.
It was literally like Rabbids was a Rayman spinoff, and then the Rabbids became its own series. They got a Nickelodeon show. Rayman just got shafted for years.
And then they got a co-op game with Mario.
Hell
They
yeah.
did. Yeah, they did.
The new one's coming out this month too.
Yeah, the second one's
fucking
coming out this
sequel.
month.
Yeah.
yeah, but guess what the DLC is?
Rayman.
Rayman.
Oh.
Dude,
Rayman.
Rayman is
I remember-
DL.
Rayman is DLC. It is
I
own
played-
still.
Holy shit.
I always thought it was weird that nobody really tried for Rayman and Smash.
A lot of people did.
No, they did. Yeah.
But no, he was never at like the top of the polls or anything like that.
He was like in Smash 4, but not for
it was
Ultimate.
it was
Yeah.
always Sora, and then we got Sora, and
No, there's nothing there.
There's nothing more. I wanted.
let me throw out a few fireballs.
I know me and River, we talked about before the podcast, we were like, oh, we would have loved to have Dante.
Yeah,
Devil
I
May
wanted
Cry?
Dante in Smash
Yeah.
Bros. So bad. I wanted.
That was the dream pick.
I've never played Devil May Cry.
I wanted Doom Guy and Dante.
You would.
I-
Doom Guy is not a legitimate pick.
Yes, it
Honestly.
is.
No, it
he's
isn't.
not.
What?
No, he's
What?
not.
The only reason Dante
Mm-mm.
would be a legitimate pick is because they're owned. Devil May Cry is owned by Bandai Namco,
Yeah.
He's an anime boy.
No, like.
and Bandai Namco co-opt with helping to make Smash.
A Doom Guy,
Mm.
as influential as a character as he is, he's too, I don't want to say like open-ended to be in Smash, but he just doesn't really like have what it takes to be like a Smash character. He's too gritty.
Huh?
I mean, like the only
Yeah, he's
gritty
too
characters are like
hardcore.
Sephiroth and Snake.
Mm-hmm. And I would say it's too over. It'd be too much to have a gun, but we also have Joker. So.
Yeah, he has, Joker. He has an actual
I mean,
real
Snake
gun.
has an actual gun, multiple guns.
Oh, like a
But they're like
bazooka.
bazookas.
Snake breaks somebody's neck in like a grab.
No, he doesn't. He puts him to sleep.
No, yeah,
I
but
mean,
yeah.
Bayonetta has gun
Dude,
heals.
Bayonetta is hot as hell.
I used to main her.
Oh my
I used to main
You
Bayonetta.
would.
I was
In Smash
really
4?
good.
In Smash 4? Did you make
Ultimate.
Bayonetta? Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Ultimate Bayonetta got shafted pretty bad.
Oh yeah, once
Mm.
she was really good until they nerfed her.
Yeah, she was actually really good
They
in
nerfed
Patch 1.
Bayonetta.
Mm.
I played Smash
Same as Pichu.
competitively.
Really?
Yeah, I played Smash competitively when I was 15. I drove to Knoxville with my buddy Nick, or he would drive me, and we used to go to this place not even like 5 blocks away, and we would play Smash Bros with a bunch of grown men.
Dude,
Were they as sweaty as the people say?
Yeah, they're pretty sweaty, dude. Like, they don't wear deodorant. They really don't.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, no. I was part of the esports team at my school. I was on the Smash team. I think I placed 258th in the league. Not
Solid.
good. We had one guy who was like top 20 in the league. He was actually super good. He wasn't that good. He just played Inkling. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I mained Ganon.
Ganon is so fun.
Ooh.
I mained Ganon, and when Sephiroth came out, I mained him.
Sephiroth's awesome.
Sephiroth is sick. I was always let down by my favorite characters. Because, like, my favorite characters were, like... My number one favorite is DK. And he's just not good.
I was in throughout the because like they announced Sephiroth through the Game Awards, and the Game Awards announced that they were going to be
That's still one of the coldest
Yeah.
intros to any
Yeah.
game I've ever seen.
like, so the Game Awards was like, hey, we're announcing the new Smash character, and I was really into Smash, and I kept up with all the new characters, and I watched all of them live.
Bro literally one-shots the main boss in the game that everybody else could never defeat.
Yeah.
He just goes,
That trailer is awesome, but the thing is,
fucks up Mario.
I was gonna go to the game. Not go to the Game Awards. I was gonna watch the Game Awards live, but there was this one stipulation. I was in juvie, and
No.
I was. No, this is a real story. This is a real story. I was in juvie
Yeah,
for.
imagine going to juvie.
I was in
Damn.
juvie for 4 days, and the entire time, all I could think about is a new Smash character. Like the entire time, like I was just looking out the window, like it was snowing. I was like in
Oh my
containment.
God.
I was like, I wonder who the new Smash character is.
Were you expecting Sephiroth at all?
There's multiple Discord messages of me like calling Sephiroth, and I really wanted Sephiroth.
Damn.
And so I got home, caught the Game Awards like that Monday, watched it. It was awesome. I
Dude.
watched it like on a shitty iPad because it was grounded to my phone.
It sucks. Steve was like my always like most anticipated character, just because like the idea that if he got into the game, it would be hilarious. And then we got Steve, and I hate him.
I hate
Oh, yeah.
Steve.
I
Yeah.
saw
Fuck
it's-
Steve.
A
Mm-mm.
good Steve player is terrifying.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no way you can win against a good Steve player.
In I don't know. It's like Hero is still fun, even if you don't like use the shitty parts of
Mhm.
Hero. Like I really like playing Hero, but not touching the B button.
Really?
I think it's super fun. I love his aerials and his.
His
like,
down B's so fun though.
No,
His
no.
down B's so funny.
No.
That's why you play hero.
the
That's
only-
exactly why you play
The
Hero.
only B you need, and like, I mean, obviously, other than your recovery, because every character has to recover. I guess except for Yoshi, but like
Yeah.
every
Mhm.
character has to recover. Is like neutral B. Everything else, Hero doesn't really need. I mean, his electric one was
Yeah.
situationally
Yeah,
okay.
Really good.
Yeah. Super armor.
Super Armor doesn't make a good move.
Yeah, it does.
It makes an interesting move, but the I don't know. I really liked Hero's aerial play, even though it was like objectively bad. Like all of his aerials had really bad lag on both the front and back. But
Yeah.
I just thought it was super fun.
His throws were good. He had a good throw game.
Yeah.
My family full on stopped playing Smash with me because when I started maining Bayonetta, I got really good at timing counters, and her counter will stop time basically, and that gives you, if you time it right, doing the counter stops them just long enough for you to get a almost max charge spike. So you'll counter in this giant foot.
Yep.
And there's nothing they can do about it, and it auto spikes them basically at any percentage. And it pisses everybody off. Like, I got banned from my own Switch because no one would play with me. As soon as I got on Smash, everyone would quit.
I played Bowser. Bowser was my go-to.
Fuck Bowser.
Dude, Bowser's awesome.
Bowser's so easy to counter, though.
No, he's not.
he's so
Just use
Play a
another
sword
heavy...
fighter, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
use another...
Yes!
Ganon is like the ultimate counter for Bowser.
What are you talking about?
I have
Dude,
never
play a
been
sword
I
fighter
have
and
never
sell
been
my
beaten
soul.
as Ganon by a Bowser.
Play a sword fighter.
The only sword fighter that I ever thought was fun was Hero.
Cloud.
I don't know. I didn't
Sephiroth?
really like Cloud.
I
love Cloud.
I got really good at Cloud.
I don't know.
Is anybody with a counter or a sword I was really good at?
So, like, every Fire Emblem character?
Yeah.
I only used Mark.
I also I'm not gonna
I
lie.
only used
I
Mars.
really liked Byleth too. There was I obviously not as
I was so pissed off.
not as the inclusion.
For the last character.
It was almost as bad as Core.
Guess
It was
what?
almost
Another
as bad.
Fire
I'd say that was
Another
the worst.
Fire Emblem.
Core is the most egregious because the game wasn't even out yet.
Yeah.
What was Nintendo doing?
But I feel like Byleth, Byleth's worse because Corrin already happened. And you're like, there's
Yeah.
no way anything like that will ever happen again.
Nintendo learned. Nintendo never learns. But like Byleth was actually like low key fun. I don't know.
Their downbeat was cool.
I liked
guess.
the recovery the most. I thought the recovery was so fun. And
The whip recovery?
yeah, Byleth's off-stage game is actually surprisingly good to be such like a cumbersome character.
I didn't even like Three Houses. I think Three Houses sucked.
Three Houses was a bad game.
I didn't like Three Houses.
Far from the best Fire Emblem. I say that as somebody who has only watched people play Fire Emblem, but I've watched a lot of Fire Emblem.
There's no way you can put like 60 hours into something like that. It looks way
It's
too
chess.
repetitive.
It's chess with titties.
Looks fucking
chess
that's
with titties. That's
that's
pretty
exact-
accurate.
That's exactly what it is. It's chess with titties.
And a fishing minigame.
And
Yeah.
well,
Dude, they
and
should
you
put
know
a
what?
fishing minigame in chess.
Dude.
Chess with titties sells, okay?
Yeah, it
That's
does.
what's important.
What sucks is like, why is Fire Emblem so popular? I hate Fire Emblem, and if this podcast ever gets to like a Fire Emblem fan, which I doubt it will,
That would be funny as hell. We're gonna get a hate mail. That'd be so funny.
I'm like, I'll have you know.
Fire
I
Emblem,
will-
Our first
will-
hate mail? Oh my
I
god.
will
Dude,
literally
Fire Emblem
mail
fans
that
are the
person
type to
back
mail
just
you a
fuck
type
you.
Fire Emblem fans are almost as bad as Undertale fans.
Dude,
I'd say Fire Emblem
God.
fans are worse in a lot of ways.
No, dude.
Undertale fans are mostly little kids now.
No,
Fire Emblem
no,
fans.
Undertale fans
no,
are all like
they're
they're
all in their like 20s
the
now.
weirdos. Like they're all the weirdos. I know what you were gonna say. I know what you were. Save yourself the censor.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I don't know, because wasn't it? Was it Undertale fans or Voltron fans that looked?
I hate
the
Voltron
Razor
fans.
Blade fan.
Fuck
put the
both of them. Yeah,
They-
no.
One of them put razor blades in a cupcake and gave it to somebody at a conference. I think that was the Voltron.
That sounds like
fans.
Voltron.
That was the
yeah.
Voltron fans.
Remember when the Slenderman fans stabbed people?
Oh yeah.
I'm
No,
being serious.
yeah.
Huh? What?
There's
Dude, no.
a story behind this. Okay, so when Slender the Arrival came out back in like 2003, 2013, there was a Slender game that came out in 2003 on the computer. It may not have been. It was a different Slender game, but when Slender the Arrival came out, that's when Slenderman had a really big boom in popularity because now it's on consoles, on computers, basically everything. So people started streaming it. Markiplier played it.
Mhm.
These kids, like 13-year-old kids, saw that and were like, I want to see Slender Man. So they would take some of there was this group of kids that all went out into the woods.
There's two girls.
And
There's
these two girls murdered.
Not
all
murdered.
of them.
No, they didn't murder. Two girls took one of their friends. It was a sleepover, and two girls took.
I remember
Yeah.
this story now.
They took a girl out to the woods and stabbed her 27 times. I'm being serious. They stabbed her 27 times.
What?
Dude, was she like?
Wait,
was
what?
she Roman or something?
Come on, dude.
Too
Okay.
soon.
Not really. She recovered.
No, it's too late.
But like the thing is she
Not
got stabbed.
soon enough.
She got stabbed 27 times, as a sacrifice to Slender Man. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a real thing that people did, and left her to die. And somehow a cyclist came by, found her, and took her to the hospital.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
nuts, dudes. Video games kind of rot people's brains.
yeah.
No, well, I mean, it also depends on the person.
Okay,
like
kids' brains.
kids.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I don't think an 8-year-old should be playing like hardcore.
I mean,
video
I
games.
played
Yeah.
when I was
like
8.
they can play Minecraft.
When I was 8, there is. You ever heard of Far Cry? It's not Primal.
No, I've never heard of.
There's a
Far
Far Cry that
There's
What's Far Cry? All I know is Fat Cry 3.
Oh, well,
It's a good video.
It's a great
there's
video.
a Far Cry that was on the Wii that I had.
That's probably 2.
It wasn't 2.
What?
Okay.
It was one of the offshoot ones.
Is it Blood Dragon?
No,
I know that.
I know. Well,
They made
all
Resident
I
Evil for the
remember, all I remember about it is that there was a
I
I played it on the
zombie mode.
GameCube.
I
That
think
was
I
good.
actually have the Resident Evil 2 for the Wii, or whichever one was on the Wii. Was it
4.
Was it
There
3
was
or
4
Four was
and
on the Wii,
1. The
yeah.
1 remake was also on there.
Yeah, I think I had the 1 remake.
Yeah.
It was horrible, and it scared me and my brother really badly. It was my dad's game. He even had like the Umbrella Corps
Yeah.
launcher thing that you could buy
Mhm.
with the game, and we had it. And me and my brother got a hold of it and played it, and it scared the crap out of us.
No,
And my
fuck
mom
that.
made my dad donate it to Goodwill.
Mm.
And now I really wish I had it because I really want to play it.
No,
The
that shit will
thing-
probably sell like really high too.
The thing that scared me the most on the Wii was we had Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess,
Go to game.
and
Goated.
Ooh.
in the ice place, those fucking crystal dudes. There's no other sound in that place other than wolves howling in the background when they start chasing you, and the the noise that they make as soon when they start like targeting you, and they throw shit at you from like forever away. So you'll be minding your own business, walking around, and you see an ice spike shoot out of nowhere, and now you're fucked.
Yeah.
I think Skyward Sword is the best Zelda game.
Majora's Mask.
Whoa, hey, is that a hot take?
The
Is that a hot
only-
take?
okay.
Majora's Mask.
That's
is
the
better.
worst take I've
I'm
ever
How is
gonna
that
let
the
y'all
worst
in.
take?
Yes.
I'm gonna let y'all
No.
in on something. I have never finished any Zelda game, and I have only ever played Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, and Breath of the Wild.
Those games are hard to finish, I feel like, when you're younger. I could not
Yes.
finish Skyward Sword. I couldn't finish Twilight Princess. The only one I was able to finish was Wind Waker.
Okay, this
Majora's
might make
Mask
it
is the
worse.
best.
I think I played all of these from the time I was like 15 to 17.
Oh, okay,
I
that
just,
might be.
they were just never my. I couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I really liked Breath of the Wild, but I got so sick of my weapons.
I
break.
played and finished Breath of the Wild,
Oh.
and then all the DLC with 130 hours in the one campaign.
Breath of the Wild's a good game, I think. But
And then I,
Skyward
then I
Sword's
went
so
around
good.
and did a new game.
Skyward. Breath of the
know.
Wild was super fun.
I don't
I just
think-
got
Yeah.
so sick.
Dude,
Like, I got.
Have you
I
seen
took
that?
down
Have you
two-
seen the second the
2
ad
and
for
a
the
half.
second one?
The second one looks really good.
It looks really
I'm
good.
so
Tears,
ready-
Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm so ready for like the music because that first game, the music I still listen to it this
It's
day.
so
The
good.
fucking the battle music with the fucking violins kick in. I get so fucking hyped every single time.
Then,
Zora's
like,
Domain, all that shit is
I
so
love
good.
the like little like swell that it does just before it starts. The like, and then it starts
Oh my
going into the
God.
music.
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
The best music I've heard in any game, like fight song wise, is Final Fantasy 13. Most people hate fucking. Most people fucking hate.
I
13.
didn't
No,
like
no,
13.
the music's still amazing.
But the
though.
music in
I'm never
13
gonna play that
is
game, but
one
the
of
music's
the
good.
best out of the
Mhm.
series.
My favorite game soundtrack has to be Risk of Rain 2. It is a
That's
fantastic
awesome.
game.
I had that on my
soundtrack.
Xbox.
I raise you the best video game soundtrack of all time.
Probably
Minecraft.
Sonic. Oh,
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, best soundtrack in any
Minecraft.
game. That's-
Fuck you.
Minecraft.
Mm.
Minecraft has a good soundtrack, but honestly,
If
it's
I
not the
want
best.
to chill, if I
no,
just wanna
because
chill,
it's the
I'll listen to
moments that
Minecraft.
like come with.
Yeah, it's the,
the
moments
music.
that come with it. Yeah.
Because you think of the moment, you're like, oh, the music was also so good too. Like it's not.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say just the music. You know?
No, like the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack is like legitimately like
Mhm.
good composure and like
yeah.
I think
legitimately
Mass
good music.
Effect.
Is it-
Mass Effect has really good
Mhm.
soundtrack.
ODST.
Like all three of them. ODST is really good too. Halo.
Halo Reach also had a really good
Halo,
soundtrack.
Yeah.
Halo 3 ODST has the best soundtrack out of all the Halos, I think.
I never played ODST.
It
I've never even touched it.
Dude,
It's good.
I can't tell you how many times I would sit there and play through it. I played through it at least like half a dozen times.
The only Halo game I finished is Halo 5.
Dude,
What?
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 You finished 5, but
I
not
couldn't
any
finish
of
any of the other ones.
couldn't
5 is the
Reach.
worst fucking one.
You couldn't finish Reach?
Couldn't get past the second level.
Remember Reach.
You
Remember
couldn't get
Reach,
past
dog.
the second level?
Oh my
Reach?
God.
I got lost. I don't know.
Dude, Reach was...
Ugh.
Reach... This might be a hot take. Best campaign in gaming.
In gaming?
In
Yeah.
gaming, what
Best
the?
campaign in gaming.
What?
Reach?
Huh?
Dude, fantastic campaign. I love
Oh, it was a
that.
great campaign.
I think it's a
wouldn't
great
say it's
story.
I wouldn't say
Yeah.
it's the best in all of gaming.
Best campaign, you'd probably say like Last of Us or
Best
something.
story. Best story.
Mass Effect.
Last of Us.
One game I geek out on a lot is God of War 2018 because
Oh
of the,
God.
because of the cinematography.
It's-
yeah.
Yes, oh my
I was
God.
gonna say it.
I will say that is... Honestly, that is probably one of the most beautiful games ever.
Yeah,
Mm.
God of War 2018 is so fucking awesome. I was playing the game. I played the entire game rented from Redbox back when they still rented out video games, and I got it and I was playing through it the first day.
Back when Redbox was mainstream still, you know.
Yeah, and so I played it, and then I got to the part where you're Kratos and Baldur knocks on your door, and you go out to talk to him. That part
Oh my
is
God.
top 5 moments in gaming. 'Cause,
Overall, 100%.
the first fight against Baldur is
Mhm.
fucking awesome because you see Kratos just beat the fuck out of this guy, but Baldur's also doing German suplexes, but the camera never cuts.
Yeah.
You're getting launched across the map, but the camera's following you the entire time. It never
So
cuts
perfect.
ever.
Honestly, such a godsend. That game did not leak or anything, as far as I remember. It's so sad. We saw GTA 6 leaked, Last of Us Part 2. All that shit is such a bummer now.
Yeah, I've started to avoid gaming leaks because it just ruins the game for me.
Yeah.
Because I know what they're doing halfway. I did not watch a single thing on Elden Ring before I beat the game. Right? I beat the game before I looked up a tutorial.
Really?
Before I looked up a playthrough and anything. And I actually went back and watched stuff leaks before the network test just to see where it came from because I thought it was interesting.
I watched playthroughs of bosses before I got to them, but
I'm kind of
Actually, I say that I watched a Plasuda Sex fight. I never beat Plasuda Sex.
Sex.
Is it Plasuda? I don't know how to say it. The old Dragon King, the one in Crumbling for Amazula.
I can never beat the Dark Souls 3 DLC.
Really?
I can never beat Ring City.
best DLC.
Which one? Ring and City? Or the
Ring
Painted?
City. I could beat Gale, but I could never beat Madeira.
I never beat Madeira either. I have
My
600 hours in the game.
bro,
Never beat Madeira.
My brother in Dark Souls 3 has over 1,500 hours. He's on New Game plus.
So
New Game plus
9.
6 or 7?
8.
8? Oh, 8.
He's on New Game 8 on the hardest difficulty with the same character he beat it with the game the first time with.
That's kind of nuts.
I like
it
how
doesn't get harder after New Game plus 7. I know soul drops don't stop, and I don't think
Yeah.
health increases.
What game do y'all just keep replaying?
Terraria.
Even Terraria?
Dude,
Mass
I'm going
Effect.
through another playthrough right now. I think this is... I don't know. Okay, I'm going to say this. I've beaten Moonlord 5 or 6 times. I have probably played through the game easy 40. I have 5,980 hours in the game as of today. I hate the Moonlord fight. I think it's a horrible ending to Terraria. That is a super hot take. I think that Gollum,
yeah.
Gollum,
The Golem's fucking hard as
Cultist,
shit.
Pillar, Moonlord, there's nothing there. Plantera is a fantastic boss. Everything past it, it's so jumbled because everything but Moonlord is so easy that you get access to all the you beat Plantera and then you basically jump straight to Cultist and Pillars, and it's just such a poorly laid out segment of the game.
The Wall
in my
of
opinion.
Flesh seems more of a final boss
Dude,
fight.
I would accidentally trigger boss fights without realizing it, and I would go right. I'd teleport back to my base, get that message whatever the messages you get before boss show up, and then all of a sudden, Wall of Flesh comes in. I'm like, fuck. It's just delete the world right there. I was like, damn it. 'Cause I would be severely underpowered for anything of that. I wouldn't have any of my mana upgrades. Wouldn't have any health upgrades. Wouldn't have any good weapons. Be fucked.
Yeah, I don't know.
I keep replaying Postal 2. answer your question.
You mentioned Postal 2 a lot.
I love Postal 2. It's fucking awesome.
I can't help but like keep replaying fucking the Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes.
I hate the 3 remake. The 3 remake was
What?
so
I
disappointing.
I replay that one more, even though I know it's like objectively worse.
It's 3 hours long.
It's
dude.
3 hours long. It's so easy, just like playing an afternoon. It's like just turn my brain off.
Actually, I kind of do like the like short campaigns.
I really like how short it is.
That's honestly why I
that
like 3.
Which sucked when I paid $60 for it, but like honestly,
it should have been $40
during quarantine too. But you know, it was.
Okay.
I'm on my 9th playthrough of Mass Effect now, all 3 games.
Dang.
My favorite game in like recent history that I could say is like
Osu.
my favorite. No, not Osu. No,
Osu is raging.
like a single player game. I'd say the Final Fantasy VII remake got too much hate for what it was.
Fuck the Final Fantasy VII remake. I hate that with a
What?
passion.
Why?
You didn't get
I hate it with a
You didn't get the point of the
passion.
You didn't get the point of the game.
There's
There's
I
a point
played
of the
Final
game.
Fantasy VII on the PS1,
There's a point
and
of the
then I
game.
played it on the PS2.
There's a
I've
point.
beat-
Well, there's a reason. The second
They
game is
are-
called Rebirth, and the first game is Remake. Like there's a pattern. It's gonna.
They
fucking
put like
be
the
amazing.
first like quarter of the
Because
game.
Sephiroth's on
into
New Game
one
Plus. That's the whole point of the game. Sephiroth's on New Game Plus. He's going back in time to kill Cloud.
He does that in the original too.
Isn't it that he's Advent Children Cloud? That's what I heard. That was a rumor going around.
No.
Sephiroth is Advent Children Sephiroth.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Advent Children Sephiroth. It's after Cloud defeats him in Advent Children. He's like,
He knows
fuck
what's
Cloud.
happening.
I'm going to go kill him as a baby.
Yes. And
No,
that's literally
They,
like
no,
the coolest thing
What
ever.
they're doing for Final Fantasy Remake is they're taking the game, the original Final Fantasy VII, and then splitting it up into parts. They took the first up until you meet Aerith, and then that's the first game they have.
Well, isn't it like an 80-hour campaign?
Yeah,
Or something like
really fucking.
yeah, they
long.
stretched it out to 40 hours, and
And-
it worked.
And with the interview
no,
with
it
the
doesn't work
director,
because by the end of it, you're gonna be paying $240 at $60 per.
But it's
Yeah.
3 games. It's a
No,
trilogy.
it's 3. They wanted to make it one game. That's what I believe the director said, but he said they literally couldn't have the resources to make that possible.
Yeah, no,
Imagine the disk space. That's like 300 gigabytes. That
Is
would
it-
never
I mean,
happen.
look at Final Fantasy 15. That's 150 gigs right there, and that's
Is
a
it,
And that game
long-ass
sucked
campaign.
ass, so-
Yeah, it sucked.
is it Rebirth
Still.
this Crisis Core remake?
No, they're literally splitting apart the base.
That's
game,
Reunion.
Reunion?
remaking it.
Yeah.
What?
and turning it
That's stupid. I'm with Anthony now. That's stupid.
No, what
Why
they're
is
doing,
Final Fantasy so complicated?
what they're
like,
doing, what they're doing right now for 7 is they're taking it. The next part's gonna be starting after Aerith has been like met and stuff, and then they're gonna end it when Aerith dies.
But
That
what if
makes sense.
Aerith doesn't die?
That's
She
real
does
Spoiler
fucking-
warning. Who the fuck is Aerith? I've never played any Final Fantasy game.
You should play. My most anticipated game is Final Fantasy 16. That game looks
Dude,
actually
I
incredible.
hasn't seen stuff. From what I've read about it, it is tying together all the Final Fantasy universes.
That sounds cool.
It's basically, but from what I read, what I read it that it said is that basically, it's just this manifestation of pure, incredible evil that split apart various timelines in the universe and made all of the various realms of Final Fantasy. That's why you'll see like common things like chocobos in like basically every Final Fantasy. You'll see like other like types of you'll see like magic, the same type of magic in all the Final Fantasy games.
15 broke me. 15 broke me.
15's the
That
worst.
game broke me, but I replayed it like 3 times.
Yeah.
I
15
played
was
through it.
awesome.
I played through it one time, doing minimal of anything else other than the storyline, and then deleted it immediately.
Yeah, what's one game that like does everybody have that one game that they just absolutely hated but kept playing for no reason? Like played it over and over.
I think for The Last of Us Part 2 because of the first one.
I
hated
have.
Last of
I
Us
think
Part
I
Two.
have like 200 hours in part 2.
I hated Part 2.
And I get like the story's not like amazing, but for some reason the combat just like tickles some part of my brain, and I just can't stop playing it. And for me, it's kind of like it's
Same.
nice because you.
For me, it's Dark Souls 2,
Oh.
dude. I
Yeah.
hate Dark Souls 2. It is so like it's cool. Actually, I like the style.
Fucking
probably more
Demon
than-
Souls is so exceedingly bad.
Yeah, I like the style more than Dark Souls 1, but
Really?
Yeah, I think like the art direction of Dark Souls 2 is almost as good as the art direction of Dark Souls 3. But like
Dark
everything
Souls 3
about
is
2,
peak in the Souls universe.
everything about 2 is just so insufferable. Like, the movement, the combat, the bosses,
Everything's
the
so
level design.
chunky.
It's like, I don't know. It's like playing Dark Souls 1 with like 30 FPS.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so slow and I don't know. I hate it. Yet I still have played the game like 4 times.
Bloodborne's awesome. I think Bloodborne's peak when it comes to
Bloodborne is not peak.
Oh my
Bloodborne's so good.
Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring are the only 2 games that come out of the Souls universe.
Sekiro's awesome. Did you not play Sekiro?
Dude,
I played Sekiro.
Sekiro's
Huh?
good.
Sekiro's awesome.
Sekiro's awesome. It's just not a Souls game in the slightest.
It's not.
No.
No, it's
And there's
not a
nothing
Souls
wrong
game.
with that,
That's
too.
what I'm
No.
saying.
And
In
I
the
think
Souls games,
I think FromSoft should bring back Kingsfield. Give me
Come on,
Kingsfield.
bro. Come on,
Kingsfield,
bro.
Wait.
Kingsfield 1 and
6?
Is there 4?
Isn't there is there 4 or 5 Kingsfields?
No fucking clue.
There's a
know.
lot.
We need a new Kingsfield and a new Armored Core game.
Armored Core.
Armor Core, I love that game.
There was Patches was in Armored Core.
Was he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Patches was in Armored Core. He was a mech that you fight and like.
That's Didn't he run away?
Yeah, he
Like,
ran-
didn't you like shoot him once and he was like, "Oh no, don't hurt me, I'm Patches."
Dude, Patches represents like every woman I've ever dated.
Dude, for real.
No, elaborate.
Yeah, no, like when,
Alright,
when you start
I
hitting them
want
and
you to
stuff, they
realize-
like
I want you
cower
to- I
in fear.
want
No, I
you to
wanna-
realize-
This is
hear.
off the blocks. I got my hands up on Blog TV. All right.
No, hold on. Before you continue, I want you to realize that Patches in every single Souls game that he is in is not visible when you first meet him. You open a chest, find something sparkly, you're like, "Ooh, this is nice," and he comes to try and beat your ass. And that's how you meet him in basically every single Souls game.
No, you meet him, but he's just chilling out, and you talk to him. He's like, "Oi, mate, hey, there's a rare item over there. You can go have it, yeah." And he kicks you down a fucking pit every time, every time.
Okay.
Yeah, Patches tries to beat your ass every time, and once you like land like 2 hits on him, he's like, "Oh,
He's like,
sorry."
"Oi, mate, I didn't mean it. Honest." Shut up, Patches.
I kill him every chance I get.
The Dark Souls series has like some incredible NPCs. My favorite, definitely Sir Vinhelm. I think he is so badass.
He's cool.
I just love
And
the
that-
Onion Knights.
That monologue he
Sigmar.
has, where he like talks. Oh, dude, that monologue is so dope. It's
Connor,
like,
have you played Dark Souls?
No.
you need to play Dark Souls 3.
I have Dark Souls 3 on my Xbox and all the. I have
I-
Top
the
three,
DLC.
top 3 NPCs: Lautrec, Patches, and Black Iron Tarkus.
I really like Pikmin.
Pikmin's cool. Pikmin 4's coming out.
Is it?
Yeah, Pikmin 4 got
Yeah,
announced.
Pikmin, yeah.
Pikmin
announced.
4 got announced. Yeah, Pikmin for GameCube.
Dude,
No way.
Half-Life 3 win.
Yeah, I'm looking for Half-Life 3,
Oh my
dog.
God.
Well, what's the Vinhelm dialogue?
I have Half-Life Alex on my VR headset. Shit's so
That's
cash.
basically Half-Life 3.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
lit
the
as
closest
fuck,
you'll
though.
ever get.
Sir
Yeah, it's lit as
Vinhelm
fuck.
says, "I've seen your kind time and time again. Every fleeting man must be caught. Every secret must be unearthed. Such is the conceit of the self-proclaimed seeker of truth. But in the end, you lack the stomach for the agony you bring upon yourself." That is metal
That's
as
metal,
hell.
dude. He's awesome.
And he says that to you while lighting you on fire and shit.
Oh,
He's
shit.
awesome,
Dude,
yeah.
Sir Vinhelm, coolest man ever.
I like Slave Night Girl's speech he has.
Yeah. Where he like looks down, he's bleeding, he's like, "Is this the blood of the Dark Soul?" And then goes crazy and starts like,
He's just
My-
That
Dude.
entire fight was just depressing as hell.
oh, it's a great fight.
Everything behind Gale's like backstory is just sad.
Yeah.
There is no happy part to that fight.
I think it's so funny. I know they didn't really mean to do this, but they put
No,
a
right
name
choice.
drop in Dark Souls.
Did
And
that.
I think, yeah, because when you get Gale into Phase 2, he's like, "Oh, could this be the blood of the Dark Soul?" Like, they put a name drop in Dark Souls. dude.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah,
It's
dude,
like
yeah.
when Guts says he's gonna go berserk.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. You need to read Berserk, Connor.
I got 1 volume down.
How many are there? Like,
There's like,
Or no, the
16.
first arc, and then I
Is there
stopped
only
when he was
16?
like a little fetus baby or
well,
whatever.
those big ones.
oh, 16 of those.
Oh, those big
I was
ones.
gonna be
Yeah.
like, is there really only 16 volumes?
Mm.
No.
Apparently, like
Berserk is
people-
peak fiction.
It is
like,
peak.
It's peak fiction, like
Mhm.
regard, like no matter what. Like Berserk
Harry
and JoJo.
Potter.
Oh, okay.
What?
Everyone
Are,
about
has my
JoJo.
favorite
are you guys
anime.
gonna get on to me about JoJo?
JoJo's is great.
No, I
Don't
probably
jerk
will
off
never
his
watch
ego.
that show. I will
Don't
never
jerk off
watch
his
it.
ego because
I
now
think
that's all he's going to
JoJo's
talk about
peak.
for the rest of his life.
JoJo's
peak.
JoJo's is super good.
That's
That
all
makes
he's-
it
that's
so
all he's
ass.
gonna
This
talk
anime
about
makes
for
it
the
so
rest
bad
of his
I'm
life.
never gonna watch
So
it.
do you so you guys well here you know like how everyone has like a moment where like they wake up at 3 a.m. and an anime's on Adult
Goku
Swim.
can beat Jotaro.
Mm-hmm.
Goku can beat Jotaro. I don't care. But
Goku can beat Giovanni.
he can't beat Giorno.
No, he
Goku. Yeah,
No,
I'm
not
trying to
Requiem.
explain this to him for fucking
no,
forever
you
now.
can't. He could beat like he couldn't beat him when he has his like
Golden
Requiem
Experience,
stand.
yeah, Requiem, yeah.
Golden Experience Requiem was like literally like a god.
It's literally
mean,
reverts
so is
everything to
Goku.
zero.
This man did not just say. "Oh
Can
my
he beat
God.
Goku though?
Can he beat Goku?
Guys, my mom just beat cancer. This man goes, yeah, but she couldn't beat Goku.
You start hearing the fucking Ultra Instinct song come on.
Dude, I just
Golden Experience Requiem is like literally like
the strongest thing in fiction
yeah,
ever.
Like it is on the tier that the only things that could defeat it are things with the same power, which is like power to rewrite the universe. Which there are other stands in JoJo's, and I kind of don't like that. I don't like how many like super OP things JoJo has. It's not as bad of an offender as other animes,
Yeah.
but like at the end of every
Power scaling's easy though. Power scaling in JoJo's easy though.
Oh yeah, power scaling in JoJo is super easy inside of JoJo. But like every single time they somehow make the people stronger. And I get that you kind of have to, but they just keep getting stronger and stronger and stronger.
Well, the thing is, in Part 8, what was great about Part 8 is that, I don't know if you've read Part 8,
No.
but in Part 8, they're like, literally, the main villain standing at, spoilers by the way, sorry.
Wait, no.
Okay, no
No,
spoilers.
shut
No
the
spoilers.
fuck up.
Okay,
Shut the
okay,
fuck up.
okay.
Next topic.
Alright, next topic.
Next topic.
This is an entirely dry podcast.
So, dry podcast. No alcohol is
So
required.
I'm over here
We
beating my
talked
dick.
about-
I got lotion on my dick.
What?
I'm a
Huh?
But yeah, dry podcast, there's no alcohol after last time.
No.
Yeah,
Which
there
is
was
very,
no
very
alcohol.
unfortunate for me, but
This
there was
this
no alcohol
goober
last
here.
time either.
There's no alcohol last time.
Yeah, this goober
No.
here got wasted.
On
Off
Monster Energy.
Benadryl.
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Not Benadryl.
I mean,
Monster Energy and
Yeah.
Benadryl.
Yeah, Monster Energies and
NyQuil.
Benny's.
Can you trip on NyQuil? I know you can trip on Benny, but like, can you trip on
No,
NyQuil?
he mixed Robitussin with his monster.
Dude, I gave Robson a few bennies last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really give Robinson one?
Yeah, I gave him a few bennies. He was talking about being tired and not being able to go to sleep, so I walked into my room and handed him 4 bennies.
Why would you do that?
Because it's Robson, dude.
Dude, Robinson's like, hey man, I'm gonna kill somebody, and you gave him 4 bennies.
Yeah, dude, I'm sure you could like shoot Robson in the stomach with a 12 gauge, and he would stand up and walk it off.
That
That man is like built out of steel.
oh my god. River, I will say, you brought up alcohol, right? And that did
Right.
remind me of a story
Okay.
that happened earlier. It was right before college started, right? And I was up in Chicago with my sister.
Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, right? I was up there with my sister, and we were visiting my mom, right? And my mom missed out on my sister's 21st birthday. So basically, we got
bitch.
all of our family together, and we just got a shit ton of alcohol, right?
Okay.
Bunch of sparkling, or whatever, like spiked lemonade, stuff like that. It was really fun. And by the end of the night, we're playing Flip Cup. You know what
Okay.
that
With
is?
your
Yeah.
family?
With my family. It was basically...
Imagine
That's
playing
awesome.
Flip Cup with your
That's
mom.
awesome.
Basically, it was basically the closest thing you get to a family reunion, and we were doing Flip Cup, right? And we were all getting really fucking tipsy, and it was the last one, right? It was boys against girls, and the boys were winning every single one. Okay, so
Okay.
Oh,
and
God.
the
Awesome.
girls, they
Boys rule, girls drool. So like,
yeah, I mean
Jupiter's
exactly right. But so the girls, it's the last one, so it's gonna be the last round, right? And they tell the girls, they're like, all right, or they tell the guys, they're like, all right, so if you guys lose, you'll have to slow dance with each other. We're like, oh, okay, that's kind of fucking lame, right? And then my uncle, my uncle, he goes,
He pulls off. He's like,
he says, if the girls lose, They have to work for us, right?
Huh? Huh? He said what?
Yeah.
He said what?
Your uncle got your mom bouncing butt booty naked?
What? What?
Not but booty naked, but
What?
if they lost the
Bouncing
game
butt
of
booty
cup,
naked.
It's
flip cup.
all family.
All family.
What?
And my uncle said that, and they
That's
all
the
agreed.
weirdest thing.
They
What?
all
What?
agreed. Yes.
No.
So
No.
and
This isn't real.
no, this is real. I swear. And
Pixar
so-
didn't happen. Actually, a video would be better.
I got video. I'll show you
Really?
after
Let me
the
see your
podcast.
mom.
We're gonna put it on the YouTube version.
Put it on
We're
the
gonna
YouTube version.
Let me
Yeah,
see your
yeah.
mom twerk.
But
Oh my god, does he
and
actually?
so-
I'm sorry.
no, I do. I'll pull it up in a second. But
Oh
my-
god.
Let's go.
so me and my
Didn't know we were
sister
getting
were
the
the
show
last two, right? So it was always me and my sister started, right? We were the first to get a drink. But for the last round, we were the last ones to go, right? So the round is almost at the end. And my sister already is flipping her cup, right? And I had drinking like 3 things of like spiked lemonade, and I was like out of it, right?
That sounds like a
So I had
margarita
to
with extra steps.
No, yeah, exactly, right? But it gets to me, and she's already going, and I have 20 different guys and girls screaming at me. I try to sip the cup, throw it in my mouth while the game is still going, and I have 20 people screaming at me, so I have to try to flip the cup while like I'm fucking like dying inside.
You should have taken the L.
Proceed.
You should have taken the L, dude.
I know, because I did at first. I walked off the table. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking like, I feel like I'm gonna die. And then like I hear everyone like, no, go back. So then I go back to it.
Why did you go back?
I went back and then flipped the cup. First try,
Why?
landed
Why
it.
did you do that? Why did you do that? You knew what
Because
was
I
gonna
had
happen.
to win.
But you knew what was gonna happen. Why would you do that?
You wanted to see your mom twerk.
No.
This man wanted to see his mom
I
twerk.
was, no, because
powered
we
through
were
the vomit
we were
to
not.
see
I
his
wasn't gonna
sister
lose.
bouncing in
I'm
front of
competitive. Man. I'm a competitive guy. I can't lose like that.
But you knew what was gonna happen.
Well, too bad.
Okay, so if like a little fucking like so if a 6-year-old is like wanting to arm wrestle you, and he's like, hey, if you arm wrestle me, a 7-year-old, okay,
7-year-old,
and
you
he's-
go.
Oh shit.
Oh dang, did I steal it?
No, we're cool,
Okay.
but
Nah, you break that
And-
little kid's shoulder.
And the
Fuck that
the
kid.
7-year-old is like, if you beat me, 3 children die. Would you still beat him?
I beat him
I
7
mean,
times
shit,
over.
I guess, yeah.
But and you still won flip cup, and you
And
still
I
had to
still
see.
won,
Hey,
and
hey.
it was the.
Not only
And
did
they
this
were,
man.
well, I was drunk too.
Wait.
You have to remember that. Okay?
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
was drunk,
Next time
and
I get drunk, I'll ask.
It's just
her-
competitive.
Next time I
No,
get drunk,
it's
I'll have
not.
to see my sister
Well,
twerk.
everyone was screaming at me. What was I supposed to not do anything? Just let my sister
Have
win?
an ounce of self-respect and not make your mom twerk for you.
Well, she wanted to. I
She wanted to twerk for you. Oh no, dude. You are digging yourself deeper
Not
and
for
deeper
me.
into this
don't know.
hole.
Not for me.
You don't see your mom twerking
No,
for
that's
you
not the
as a
point.
bad thing.
Oh my fucking god.
It's for the big guy. No, it's for the story. So and then we all go outside,
How's the story end, Connor? How's the story end, Connor? Huh?
and that's pretty much it. Like they're all twerking or whatever. And but the funniest thing. But the funniest thing was, I was like the last one to go outside, and I see like my 8-year-old niece.
Oh
No, she wasn't doing it.
Oh, okay.
She has her mom's phone. She's recording her mom.
Dude, that is a
No,
villain
that's
origin
not-
story.
That's not.
If I had to see my mom working at 8 years old, I would murder somebody.
No,
It
was.
would not be pretty.
But what's funny wasn't the fact that she was recording. She was like supportive. She was like, "Twerk for me, mommy." She was like doing like a little dance, holding the phone up with both her hands like a little kid, and that just killed me. That
This is Joe Biden's
Man,
America.
I
This
really wish
is
I was
Joe
drunk right
Biden's-
now.
We were talking.
Maybe I
We were
wouldn't
talking
have
about
to-
Final Fantasy 10 minutes ago.
too bad.
Maybe we shouldn't have made a dry episode.
The Final Fantasy to mom's twerking pipeline
This is the penultimate episode
Whenever-
of the One Cup Podcast.
Whenever I drink with my mom, I drank with my mom right before I came to college. It was my mom and my dad. We drank like just a couple beers. I don't think my mom was drinking. It was just me and my dad. It was me and my dad were drinking. My mom was at the table, and like the only thing that happened was like I drank like three really big beers, like tall boys, and I just was like, oh, I'm sorry.
The last
Oh, I
time
can
I drank
picture
with
that.
my mom, I was having a party and my mom made this punch from rum. It was like it was like one of those 1 gallon it was like one of those 2 gallon like drums you can get that you can like mix stuff in. She took an entire fifth of rum, like a whole handle, and poured it in there. Almost an entire bottle of blue curacao. And half a bottle of triple sec. And then mixed that with some coconut cream.
What?
Huh?
It was good as fuck.
Coconut cream?
Yes.
That sounds nasty.
No, it was good as fuck.
My only like,
She mixed that with coconut cream, put in some Sprite, and something else, something citrusy. I think it was like lemonade.
There's been multiple moments with alcohol where like the day after I'm like I'm never drinking again ever.
You know, last
Like,
Thursday.
1 week later.
and the first event that started with was I think this is like March. Yeah, it was March. And I recently moved out of my parents' house, so I was kind of like being a nomad, like just going around on my own. And my friend was like, "Hey man, there's a party in like a town 20 minutes south. You should go to it. It's gonna be awesome." And I go, and it's like any party in small town Tennessee. It was like a mix of just like rednecks and like high school kids getting together around a pong table. There's about like 90 people there though, so it was kind of cool. Like it was a small apartment, but there's like people out back near the fire. There's people up front talking, and it was a cool party. So I went. And I go inside. There's this thing called Jungle Juice, and I wasn't.
Oh God.
I wasn't. I wasn't very familiar with anything at the time because I just moved out of my parents' house, and I was like 18.
Jungle juice.
I was 18, and I guess my first like real party I've been to like alone. And I go, and I'm like, "There you have Jungle Juice." So I just like get a cup, I drink it. I was like, I thought it was like punch, right? I thought it was
Whoa.
no. I knew it was alcoholic. But I thought it was like 6%. I thought it was like beer level if I like filled up like an entire. If I filled up like an entire cup, and so I started drinking, and I was 3 cups deep, and I call my friend Braden, and I'm like, "Hey man, this Jungle Juice is really good." And he's like, "Huh?" He's like, "You're drinking the Jungle Juice?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm drinking the Jungle Juice," and he was like, "You need to throw up now." I'm like, "No man,
Oh
I'm
my
good.
God.
I'm good." So I go sit down by the bonfire, and this dude with like short khakis on. He had like a khaki vest. He had a mustache, kind of like Steve Irwin. Like he had boots on and stuff. And
Did you meet Steve Irwin?
no, it was just like some 19-year-old. He sits next to me in like the lawn chair next to me at the bonfire, and he pulls out a jar with a skull on it, and he's like, "Hey man, do you want to try some wax?" And I was
Oh
like,
God.
Oh my God.
"Yeah, sure, dude. Like whatever. Yeah."
That would not be my response to
What?
free wax.
I was
What?
like, "Yeah, sure, dude." And then like he had like a whole rig. It looked like a wizard ornament tool. And so he passed it to me, and then he's like, "Yeah, man, just use it however much you want." And like he turned around and started talking to someone else. So to my knowledge, I thought wax at the time was just like as potent as like regular just bud weed, right?
Okay.
So I was kind of just like puffing on it. I'm like 5 puffs in, and I turned
God.
and like I turned to
5?
yeah, and I turned.
Holy shit.
I was like, this is quite exquisite. Then I turned to the dude, and like he like looks at me. His eyes are wide, like his jaw is dropped. He's like,
He says, "Holy shit."
"You're gonna want to sit down for a second." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Have you tried wax before?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "I need you to sit here for like 5 minutes, all right?" And he's like, "I'll be right back here to check on you." So he leaves, and within those 5 minutes, all I remember is like I'm talking to a girl, and I'm showing her my pilot's license.
You have a pilot's license?
Yeah,
That's sick.
it's awesome. Yeah, do you want to see my pilot's license?
Sure. Dude, I'm trying. So there's a makers club here at UT, and I'm
Yeah.
really trying to get them to make a ultralight aircraft. It was a project that somebody else proposed. Dude, that is sick as hell. How'd you get that?
My mom
He
signed me up.
stole it.
No, my mom signed me up for
That's awesome.
pilot lessons when I was 14. I just kept doing it. So
That's
I got
kind
it.
of dope, dude. Okay,
Yeah.
now
14,
continue with your
wow.
story.
Yeah. So basically, what happened is I was showing this girl my pilot's license, and then I thought I saw some idiot with the like redneck idiot pulled up with this truck and started flashing like a bar light. He had a bar light on his truck, and I thought I was so out of it. I thought the cops were here. So like, so as soon as I saw that, the girl's like, "This is a nice card," and I'm like looking around, like, why isn't anyone else freaking out? So I was like, "Give me that shit!" And I just run into the woods, and I sat in the woods for like 30 minutes,
Oh my
for like
God.
30 minutes straight. It's like, why isn't everyone else running out here? I was like, why is everyone still at the house? Did everyone just nobody just leave? And so like I walked back and I felt like Steve Rogers waking up in like 2012.
Oh
And
my
like I
God.
was like looking around and people were like, hey man, where have you been? And I was like, what? Then we just get busted? And people were like, no man, look, everything's so fine. It's awesome. It was a
That's
great
awesome.
experience.
Yeah.
No, I don't have like my parents aren't really drinkers, so I never really drank with them. But there was like one time my mom and dad were drinking wine, and I made a joke about having a glass. She's like, "Sure," like blah 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 blah, talking about how red wine is good for you and all that, like adults do. Pours me a glass, right, and she's mid talking to me about the health benefits of it, and I just pick it up and throw it back and chug it, right?
God.
Just swallow the entire thing like one gulp, right down. And my mom just like it's like Sullivan. Just says
Oh
my.
damn!
Oh,
She
no.
looked up the full
She
name.
pulled out Sullivan, bro.
No, and she got kind of mad at me, and then I started getting like, I'm on Accutane, so I can't really drink, right?
Yeah.
And
Damn.
I was at that time too, and I just started getting really like flushed. I just got really hot and sweaty. It was really not fun, and I still had a bunch of homework to do that night, and I
Oh.
started getting a headache.
Had you drinking beforehand, or was that just?
Nope. It's.
What'd you drink for the first
Oh,
time?
damn.
Like what? When
Oh, like had I ever drank before that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mom, these are made. If you're listening to this, these are made up stories to make me sound cool on the internet.
Miss Sullivan, please do not listen to it any further.
And
Just
so
go ahead
I,
and turn
like,
the sound off.
So, God, I'm totally calling myself out here because this was the biggest
Go
scandal.
for it.
This is the biggest scandal. There's this gazebo in the forest.
Oh
where I
no!
live, right?
Oh no!
Right behind the special ed school. Right?
Oh no!
So there was a bunch of people who were always there, walking the trails and stuff. So night would hit,
Did you
get
put
dark,
my vapes
parks
down off the
technically
bed?
closed, right? And
Oh,
then we would go out there and party. So that's how I got my party on. And oh my god, a lot of shit happened there. There was one time we had this massive party, and my friend, who's total lightweight, smoked like an entire blunt by himself.
Oh god.
And then drank 8 shots
Oh.
of vodka. Right,
Dude.
Dude is super lightweight. Couldn't walk. We had to carry him to a bench and set him down. And the entire time he was just like, "I'm gonna kill myself.
Huh?
I'm gonna kill myself."
Oh my
like it was the
God.
only thing he could say, and he was
Yeah.
shouting it at the top of his lungs.
That's a
in, like,
Robinson moment.
suburban white neighborhood. I'm
Oh,
like, dude,
no.
you are going to get the
No.
cops called on us. He actually did get the cops called on us.
Oh.
Not that night. Another night.
Oh, okay.
He was kind of a narc. He also assaulted a woman, so we don't associate with him.
Come on, bro.
But,
Let's go.
L.
Yeah.
Huh?
Assaulting women is not cool. That joke I made earlier, like 30 minutes earlier, that was not funny. Okay, I
I
apologize.
think I made a joke comparing women to patches from
Yeah,
Dark
yeah.
Souls.
My joke was about that too, about how
Yeah.
they cower in fear after you hit them twice.
Oh
that was not funny. Do not
That
hit
wasn't-
women.
yeah.
They offer you trinkets, and when you hit them, they cry.
Hit trinkets.
What's
Hitting women is not cool. Okay,
Alright.
Mhm.
so back to the story.
Yeah.
They don't even put off confetti when you hit them.
I was really tight with the dude at the time. I was really tight with the dude at the time, so I brought him out to the bench, got him there. Dude swung by in his car, and we put him in it. Other friend swung by in his car and put him in it. Get him gone. Get him back to his house, like laid in his bed and stuff. Right? Go back. Devolved. Party had just devolved in the like 30 minutes that it took that man to get home. I get back there. Everybody's on the ground. These two people least romantic people you have ever met in your life. One of them literally has talked to one woman once, and he blocked her after sending her the how bikers eat their sketty meme. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's like a biker dude sitting in front of a plate of spaghetti.
Oh yeah,
holding it like choppers, and it's like how bikers eat their sketty, and then 3 laughing Android emojis. And she said lol. She said lol, and then I took his phone, and was like, "You should send me some nudes, right?"
Why'd you do that to him? Why'd you bro like
his
that?
phone back to him, and he was like, "Sully, why the fuck would you do that?" And then just blocked her, right?
Damn.
That was his course of action. Okay. And tangent. So we checked like 6 years later. That girl is now like trans and pan.
Holy shit!
Yeah. I think that moment was a defining time of her life. But that dude, and this girl who had like one boyfriend, never kissed somebody before this. They were just grinding on each other. They were grinding on each other on a bench. And there's a video of it. I didn't take the video, but it's one of my favorite videos. And my friend, he's like, they like started to fall asleep after grinding on each other, yada yada. And he's like, it was so funny though.
I would never touch a woman. Women are scary.
He's like, I might be drunk. I might be high. I might not be drunk or high at all. Only time will tell. As he was very obviously under the influence, wrapped around this woman on a park bench, right?
Damn.
Wow. And then the girl the next morning posted a TikTok about ugly men and like grinding on ugly men the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And then we all commented on the video,
my God.
and we're like, we all added the dude. We were all like, it was so funny. Yeah. And we were in plays together at our school. I was in drama. Yeah, I know.
I was in drama too. It's fine.
It's okay. Make jokes.
Everyone's
make
been
jokes.
in one play. Yeah.
I was
peasant number 3. So
I was Grimsby.
Yeah, I was a tree.
Were you Grimsby?
I
was Grimsby.
You were
Grimsby.
What the fuck?
I was Grimsby. You know, like whenever you're like,
I don't know what they're talking about.
you know, whenever you're like,
what play is this?
Little Mermaid. Oh, you know, whenever, whenever Eric like it gets washed up, you're like. He's like, you must get some sleep, my boy. Yeah. It's like a night of sleep and you'll be as good as new,
dude.
Yeah,
dude. There was one time we were doing a dress rehearsal, and I missed that. And I missed that thing, and everyone got really mad at me. Right? Like they were like, "Sully, you missed your scene. That was like one of the most important scenes in it." And I was like, "Guys, okay, this is no joke." I was like, "Guys, I just got the text that my mom is like fine after her cancer surgery. I have more important things than a play." Nobody ever brought it up again. That is true story. That is true story.
Yeah.
But it was so funny because they're all like, everybody was like, when I was like, yeah, like I got the text that my mom just got out of her surgery, like for cancer. They were like, oh, just kind of like, yeah. Dude, I had to wear the worst thing. It was
yeah.
You know, like the sofa material, that really shitty, like super over embroidered sofa material from the 90s. Like the stuff that like Panera booths are made out of.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had to wear that. My costume was that. My pants were that. My shirt was that.
Sucks.
Had been worn by 2 Grimsbys before me. Hadn't been washed.
Oh god.
Awful.
Dude.
You know when you get like a sofa off Facebook Marketplace?
That's awful
It
smell.
smelled like that.
Did you have a prop pipe?
Yes.
So the prop
They
pipe.
gave him a real pipe.
They gave me a real pipe, and I took it home. I'm
Did you
so
smoke out of it.
Okay,
Oh my
I'm so sorry.
God.
I smoked weed out of it, yes. And,
Dude,
and
that's
anybody that was in that play, and also to my parents, I'm so sorry, but I took that pipe home and I smoked a shit ton of weed out of it. And then
I'm lit as fuck.
halfway through the
I
bowl,
want to get a pipe. That would be lit as fuck.
halfway through the bowl, I
I want
realized
to get like a Gandalf pipe.
there's a part in the play where Ariel takes the pipe and blows through it and blows smoke on Grimsby. So then that clicked with me, and I was like, ooh,
Shit.
Oh my God.
ooh. So like the next day, we only had like one more showing, and so like I take it, I put like a shit ton of like this, like I tried to clean it the best I could without like ruining the pipe, and we did the entire play, and then like after that scene ended, and like I went in backstage, I heard the girl playing Ariel. It was like, the pipe smelled really weird, and she would not shut the fuck up about it. And in my head, I was like, oh god, I wish she would shut the fuck up. She would shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. And people talked to her, like, and then one of the stage managers came to me and was like, hey, well, it was just another student, so I could lie to them very easily. I was like, they're like, hey, Ariel was complaining about, you know, the pipe, and we were just wondering if there was anything up with it, you know, and I was like, oh man. I was like, no man, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I was supposed to be King Triton, but then we did like the callbacks, and I was like, I acted way too angry, and they didn't really. They were like, "This is a kid show. We don't want you to be like actually angry." Like I was like red faced shouting at Ariel. I got way too into it, and after everyone was like, "Sully, you did such a good job," but afterwards I was like, "There's no fucking way I'm getting King Triton." I was so like, I was like. Ariel, you as long as you live under my reef, you obey my rules. Like full on shouting at her. Like,
there's a bunch of bitches outside right now.
Yeah.
I open the door.
No, don't open the door.
Open the door.
No, do not open the door.
Random guest
appearances. Oh, can we get like 6 girls guests on the podcast?
Doing it right now.
Dude, we can't get 6 girls in Hess.
Oh, in Hess? Oh, yeah. Let's see if Anthony can work his Riz. Oh, I doubt this works. No. I doubt this works.
How much Riz does he have?
No, I don't want women on the podcast.
Guys, that's not what the...
Guys, no. Anthony, stop. Lock the...
Anthony,
close the door and lock it. Anthony, stop. Close the door and lock it.
Anthony, no women. No girls allowed.
Okay.
Okay, we're safe. Okay.
I just want to make it clear. I love some women. My girlfriend and my mom. You guys are great. I can't speak on anybody else because I don't know you.
What's the most?
I love your girlfriend and your mom too.
Most you've changed for a woman.
Like, what's the most you've pretended to be someone you're not for a woman?
I watched The Promised Neverland season 2.
Oh god.
At least you watched The Owl House for a.
Oh, did you do that?
No.
Oh
No. I know somebody.
Bro, my little brothers love The Owl House, so I watched all of it.
Your brothers?
Yes, my little brothers like it.
Is it like bad? I don't even know.
It's not bad.
I think it's just like the Tumblr show.
It gets really dark really fucking fast.
Is it like a Disney Channel show?
Yes, it is.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's like Gravity Falls then, right?
It gets really dark really fucking fast.
What I think the most I've changed for a woman is like every time I get around like the alt bitches, I'm like, dude, Donald Trump was a bad cookie.
Dude, being a Republican is like not cool.
I was like,
I'm just kidding. My girlfriend and I have very different political opinions, but we still love each other.
And that's okay.
That's good. That can be possible. Like the thing is, like once I get around the bad bitches, I'm like, I love Bernie.
Hey, whatever political views you have, I have them too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm like, yeah, I think we should abolish ICE.
Okay, but what happens if you get around like
just a based
based conservative bitch with a fat ass?
Then I'd be like, oh, I was just joking. I was playing. I was like, actually, I brought 4chan every day. I was like, I love Reddit. I love it so much.
Dude, political compass moves, such a good subreddit.
Actually,
like, unironically goated subreddit.
Conspiracies.
Dude,
lies.
okay. I was on Reddit and I got banned from r/schizophrenia.
How?
My Reddit account is I'm living in your walls, and it's a picture of like this Gopnik person walking on all fours and like glowing eyes in a gas mask. And I joined the subreddit and typed nothing but "I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls, I'm in your walls." Did it on repeat to the max amount of characters I could in a message. And I posted that.
That's how you get banned off of subreddit.
I got banned faster than the bot that welcomes you could give me a message saying welcome.
Damn.
It was so exceedingly funny. I was in the middle of school when I did it too. Like we were in the middle of class. I was like, "Hey guys, want to see how fast I can get banned from a Reddit page?" And they were like, "Sure." It took me 3 minutes.
I got banned.
I took an exit sign from school once, and the vice principal called my dad about it. Like I was in the office. That's not even an interesting story. A more interesting story is that I got ISS for making fun of Actually, this is bad, but I got ISS for making fun of a kid's hearing aids. I actually, and like he was my buddy. Like he was like my acquaintance. Like me and him would joke around like every time I come in.
Wait.
Oh my god!
Okay.
I'm setting fire to shit now. Fuck you.
But I was like, hey man, like, does that have Bluetooth? And like,
did you do the finger laugh?
No. I was like, I was like, hey man, does that have Bluetooth. And then like the teacher was like, "You have to go to the office now."
Oh my god.
And so every time I was in the office, I felt like El Chapo because they take their jobs way too seriously at the
I got
office.
sent to the office for writing something in German one time.
That sucks.
I never got.
Did you never go to the office ever?
No. I move
Damn.
and
He was in silence.
I'm like the G in lasagna.
I just
You did say about stealing something. The one thing, like, I never stole normally.
I stole a few things from my school. Never got caught though. I actually stole some things. With
I
real
stole a
value.
ceiling tile from school.
I stole a floor tile, or part of a floor tile. I actually have it here.
Yeah.
I stole a Core i7 7700 and a GTX 1050.
You stole that?
Yeah.
What? How? Where?
He's like, I went to Best Buy.
Ugh.
No, I have such an expansive collection of computer parts that
Mhm.
my parents didn't even question that I had it. Right?
Yeah.
There was a computer. Okay, these are made up stories for the internet. There was a computer. There was a computer in the back room, and I kept it. I knew that nobody used it. It was actually broken. The motherboard was broken. I knew the motherboard was broken because I talked to somebody who was there before me. So I always kept a screwdriver in my backpack, just like in case the teacher wasn't there. I could go back there and strip the computer down and get everything from it. Right?
Yeah.
What?
It's like scrapping catalytic converters for
Yeah,
cars.
No, yeah, of course.
I kept a screwdriver in my backpack. One day he wasn't there. Sub was like, "Do whatever you need to." I'm like, "I'm gonna go fill something in the back room." Pull my screwdriver out, take all the stuff apart, and yeah, got a free course and also 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM. It was some pretty B tier DDR4.
Stevie.
I sold. I didn't steal. I collected.
Oh, okay.
Collected.
24 monitors from my school, 3 computers and 6 printers.
I think podcasts have the same thing as like
Holy
rap songs,
shit.
so like you can't use things said on a on
Well,
a
okay,
podcast.
these were the dumpster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just threw them away. They just threw them away. I took them all.
Damn.
And then there was another time so the teacher desks had PC things, like PC cupboard built into them. Some teacher got rid of their desk and just threw out the PC with it. So I took that. Actually, there's a nick on my bumper from where I fucked up putting the table in my car.
Damn.
So
Wow. I was gonna say something, but now after that, that is way less.
The coolest thing I've stolen was my school for COVID. They had these arrows that they slapped on the walls. Like there was like these sticky arrow things they put on the wall for what side you're supposed to walk on.
Mhm.
My school did that too.
There were in grand total 32, and me and my friends made it our mission because this was senior year when they put them up. Because we came back senior year full time from COVID and everything. Me and my friends made it our mission to eventually collect every single one of them from the entire school. And on the last day of school, we literally just walked around ripping the arrows off the walls. Like it would pull the paint off. If there was anything on top of the arrow, it would rip that off too. Like we full on destroyed like a little board they had on the wall trying to get an arrow off from behind it. And in my room at home right now, I made a circle of the arrows and I slapped it on my wall back home. And the best part of it was my principal at the time walked into the hall and saw me and my friends actively removing things from the wall to get to these arrows. And she just kind of stared at us and we're just like, we're on a side mission right now, Miss Dickerson. Her name's Miss Dickerson. You're like, we're on a side quest right now. We call her
Dick her son.
No. I know. We have our nickname for her. We call her T Dicky.
T Dicky.
Because her name's Teresa Dickerson.
Damn! I have to edit this now, dude.
So now we
We're
always
doxing her,
Oh
dude.
my god.
We were doing so good so far.
Dude,
it happens.
they're fucked now.
It happened. No, she retired. She's nice.
Okay.
Yeah, we always call her T Dicky. She asked us what we were doing. I was like, me and my friend looked at her. We're like, we're on a side quest, and she just like, all right. And we're just like, yeah, let's go. So then we took all of them off, and we were leaving for the last day of school. the seniors all went up to the office. We all started screaming into the fucking microphone PA system.
Really?
Yeah, it was funny as fuck.
That's awesome.
And
we can never get away with something like that in high school.
We all started
You get, like,
yelling
expelled.
shit through the. It was the last day of school when we were seniors.
I mean, yeah, but like I was a senior and like they were like near the last days of my school, like this fucking math teacher. It wasn't even my math teacher. Like my math teacher was gone, and so we were like in another math teacher's room for the day because we had to have subs. And so I was like, "Hey, can I use the restroom?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Dude, what?" I was like, "Dude, what?" Like, I'm a grown man. I'm 18. Like, I'm paying rent right now. Like, I can't use the restroom. She was like, "Did you finish your modules?" I was like, "I'm working on it." She was like, "Are you under the influence of anything right now?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "Huh?" I was like, "What does that mean?"
That's so weird.
When we were leaving school for the last time, my principal was standing there by the door, just, like principals normally do, they sit by the door. But she was standing by the door saying bye to all the seniors and everything as they walked by. And I looked at it for a second, and I raised my hand. And on my hand, that's where I'd stuck every single one of the arrows that I collected, and I stuck them all to my hand. I was like, "Got them all, Miss Dickerson," and she's like, "Proud of you." I was just like,
That's a good
"Fuck
one.
yeah!"
That's
good.
nice.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Hell yeah!"
On my last day of school, so I was like super into the AV stuff at my school and all over it, right? Basically, like, it was my life senior year.
AV.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Audiovisual tech.
Oh, okay.
So I and we had this like really good community, and like last day of school, my teacher was like, "Oh, blah blah blah," talking to everybody, and then like I was walking out, I was last because I was kind of always last. I'm really unprepared all the time, right? And he's like, "Well, good luck and like whatever, like if you like good luck with your like film career going on," because I had expressed like interest in doing film later on, and I was like, I changed my mind. I'm doing computer engineering now. And he's like,
Don't worry, I'm
He's
not
like,
burning
last
your
day,
computer.
dude. Last day, he was like a little bit disappointed, and that kind of
sucks.
hurt. It was kind of a bad way to go out.
Yeah.
There was my last day of school. I got onto the catwalk of the auditorium.
You okay? Auditorium had a catwalk?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
A lot of them do.
Mine don't.
And the teacher that was in the auditorium, like this, like kind of just watching like a cluster of classes. His name was Mr. K. And I never had any Mr. K's classes, but he would substitute often because he only had 4 periods of the day.
Yes.
And so he would substitute for a lot of classes, and I would talk to him a lot. And he was pretty based. Like this dude was like Senator Armstrong levels based.
Oh god.
And like I talked to Mr. Captina on the last day. I was like, nanomachines, dude. And like on the last day, I talked to Mr. K. Did I say his name? I probably did, but I'll censor it. But I was like, "Hey, Mr. K, it's the last day of school. I'm a senior. We'll never speak again. What drugs have you tried?" And he was like, "Oh shit!" And like he started scratching his head, and he was like, "Whole lot of pills." And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Hey," he was like this dude was like a computer teacher. Like he ran the esports team, and like he was like, "Yeah, tried coke," and like he just like started laying it on me, and I was like, "Damn!" I felt like I was walking out of that room with like forbidden knowledge.
Dude, that's how he was my homeroom teacher. He was my environmental science 2 class teacher. He was my bio 2 teacher. We call him Greg. He was my favorite teacher easily. And on like near like the last week of school, we were all seniors. We weren't doing shit for nothing. We all got the great idea of like, "Hey, can we sign something in the room?" Because some of the teachers that have been there for a while keep like little like pictures or something, like little signed stuff from the seniors that they've had. Like I know Greg has one of my pictures because I gave him a graduation invitation. I gave 3 teachers total a graduation invitation.
That's cute.
Did they show up?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Let's go.
We were like, "Is there something we could sign?" He's like, "I don't know what you could sign here." And then somebody, I think it was Tyler, my friend Tyler, he was like, "What about one of the ceiling tiles?" We're just like, "How do we even do that?" He got onto one of the desks, took out the ceiling tile, and we started writing all over the back of it. So It's the fourth ceiling tile in the third row from the back left corner of the room. And if you take that tile out and look at the top of it, it has all of our names on it. We all wrote that, and we were all just like, just talking about random stuff. Like, I think one topic me and my friends were talking about was like doing just a mass amount of drugs as soon as we get out of school. We were just like joking around, and Greg chimes in. He's just like, "No, don't do too many. I've had experience with that, and it never ends well." We're just like, "What, Greg? You got to explain some more." He's like, "I've done more than all of you combined." We're just like, "Holy shit!"
Damn.
And he's like, "We was like, what have you done, Greg?" And he's like, "Anything you can think of." We're just like, "Oh no!" We started naming off just random drugs. We were like, LSD. He's like, "Yep." We was like, DMT. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
DMT.
He did not do meth.
Damn.
He has said he has done coke.
He's not Pinkman pilled.
Hey, yo, Mr. White.
He said he's done coke, shrooms, acid, LSD, DMT, and basically anything like lesser than cocaine.
How much drugs do you think are done on the campus?
Oh, fuck ton.
Like bad drugs, I mean.
I don't actually think there's that much like bad drugs.
Yeah.
A lot of weed is definitely smoked on this campus.
Tons of weed.
Yeah.
Like a lot of weed. I think that's it. I think
No, there's
some
acid.
shrooms.
There's some shrooms and
Where are
acid
they?
and LSD.
Where are they?
And then there's usually a couple people in every hall that have cocaine. But I don't think anybody really does like hard drugs.
No, there's no pills here. I know that much.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
there's perks.
That's one big difference between here and Atlanta.
yeah, no. Whenever I was in Tennessee, I was seeing a girl over the summer who was addicted to pills.
You're still in Tennessee, dog?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm still in Tennessee, but back at home, I dated a girl who was addicted to pills, which was fine because like it was small town Tennessee. There was nothing else to do, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. You have a pill addiction. Let's go to the drive-in theater. Like, but yeah, no, I smoked so many cigarettes with a girl addicted to pills.
Was this the one you were showing me last night?
Yeah,
Left out the fact she was addicted to pills.
I did, but she was addicted to pills. It wasn't that bad of a thing. I was just she just ate a bunch of oxycodone.
Oxys?
That's a little bit bad.
Yeah, oxys are pretty bad.
Yeah, but it was fine. It was fine.
Yeah, I don't really know if I would fuck with somebody who was like regularly taking
Popping
oxy.
oxy.
Not like every time. Like prom was kind of bad, but like.
Just casually
Prom was kind of
sneak
bad.
that in there, yeah.
I took her to prom because she looked like my ex-girlfriend, and I don't care that this gets out, but I took her to prom because she looked like my ex-girlfriend, and I wanted to make my ex-girlfriend mad. But so every time she like took a pill, I was like, "There's a mission here. You got to finish it out." Just like finish the mission, dude. And that's how.
Were you trying to kill her?
No, I wasn't trying to kill her. I was trying to make my ex-girlfriend jealous.
The epitome of petty.
So
Yeah.
you got your then girlfriend wasted on codeine?
No, I didn't get her wasted on codeine. Like she did it herself. She was like, "Hold on, I need to take a pill real quick."
Popping oxy.
Yeah, and so like I'd be in my car and I'm like, "Okay, that's kind of weird. Let's go dance and the fucking let's
Who's
go
gonna have an epileptic seizure?
let's go to prom." Why would you do that?
Huh?
Why would you do that to me?
You're killing us.
I feel like that scene in Squid Games
Oh
when
my
like
God.
it's flashing lights and like they're
Everyone's
fighting.
fucking murdering each other. Yeah.
But yeah, no, she would just like take pills and then I was like, all right, let's go to prom.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
She didn't even see me. My ex-girlfriend didn't even see me in my neighborhood.
What a shame.
Damn.
Yeah, it was all a waste. I dealt with all that shit for nothing.
Proud of you.
Dude, high school dances had some shit happen.
Yeah.
Fuck high school.
Bro,
dances.
my senior prom, my ex spent the entire time staring at me from across the room, and it ruined my night.
Why? What?
She had
That's a W though for you.
No, it was.
If she was staring at you, yeah, dude. That means
she was
W.
she was with her current boyfriend.
That means
like,
you
Oh.
live that means you're rent free, dude.
Yeah.
Rent free in her head.
I know, but it was awful because I was trying to get over her. Still trying to get over her. I miss her very much.
Damn,
I'm
sad
over-
person on the
over-
podcast.
oversharing. This is the first time River's even heard about it. I miss my ex very much.
This is not the first time I've heard about it. He's talked about it.
You've talked, yeah.
I've talked about it, but I've never actually gone into details.
It's making me sick.
Can we get one color on the board?
We're gonna do
nice like light blue or something.
That's fine. That's actually a very
Actually,
nice
that's
color.
very perfect.
There we go.
That's better, yeah.
So no kind of like closure or anything, just kind of.
There's absolutely no closure whatsoever.
Yeah, that's so much worse than just like at least getting like a goodbye or something,
I'm
or just
gonna
like
do that.
one good conversation.
Sounds like a
before,
situation well solved with a pipe bomb.
and that's what brings you to this next point.
Oh God! In what world would a segue of a pipe bomb be the good turnover?
perfect
Dude, we're about to
answer.
find out.
The Waffle House parking lot incident.
Oh.
Why do y'all both know? What?
You don't know about that?
Is it just to me? I don't understand.
All right, Connor.
No,
All right, I'm going to end off the podcast with this story, okay? Because
okay.
we're pretty in right now, but
Like an hour and 10 minutes.
by the time I'm finished with the story, it'll be hour 30.
Damn.
Hey, that's like 30 minutes.
So we had
longer than the last one.
it's
a lot of stuff
hour
around.
20 right now, but we have a lot of good conversation on this episode.
Hey, what can I say? That story took up a little.
I've spilled M&M's.
Whoa!
Oh my
Hey,
God.
hey! You spilled the monkey necks.
Sorry, what?
The monkey? What? I spilled M&M's on the table.
Sir, those are M&Ms.
Mim-nims.
But the Waffle House parking lot incident is this incident where it was after a football game of senior year. I was dating this girl off and on, just kind of seeing her for like about 2 years. And, gosh, what was I even going to say? No, okay, so the way it goes is that there was a football game against a rival school, and she wasn't there, and I couldn't find her anywhere. I was kind of texting her, and so then I go to the Waffle House after that. I leave the game early. I take my little sister to go eat because she's hungry, and I'm in the Waffle House, and I'm texting her. I'm like, hey, man, where you at? She just was not responding to me at all, and so my phone's about to die. I'm getting worried about her, so I go get my charger from my car, and as I'm coming back into the Waffle House, I see her car kind of tucked away near the back with the lights on and the engine running, but nobody was up front.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. So like, the way I approached the situation is I saw two paths to this. I could either go inside and take the L silently, like
or
lasagna,
pipe bomb,
or I could cause a scene.
Okay.
Pipe bomb.
Was Ace Hardware just down the street?
No, I lived in a shitty small town. There's no way.
Good old
Damn.
Etowah.
Yeah, Etowah, dude. And so, if you look up Etowah, Tennessee, Waffle House, you could see the exact location where this story occurred, by the way. Just a little food for thought.
We should recreate this scene.
And
Yeah, I'll be your girlfriend.
okay, and who wants to be the guy?
I'll be the pipe bomb.
Who's getting their back blown out?
Me.
Oh, okay.
So basically, I approached the car.
I'll be the cameraman.
I approached the car, and I saw just, like, the only girl I've ever loved getting railed by, like, some 5'4" redneck trash missing a tooth.
You left off the part he was 5'4" last time.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Got
he's
cucked by a manlet, dude.
Yeah, it was bad.
Manlet?
It was bad, dude.
I've never heard anybody say manlet.
No.
It was either
Lord.
5'4"
Never
or
heard anybody
5'5". 5'4" or 5'5", either one. But
Bro has to wear heels to be as tall as anybody else.
Brutal.
it was bad, and so I open
Took
up
the
the car
dwarf
door, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the dude's like, are you crazy? What are you doing, man? I was like, you're about to find out. And so I reached in to grab him, but then like I got hit with like 6 haymakers from my girlfriend.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm going back to my car. And so I retreated.
You should have blocked their car in.
The thing is, if I really wanted to be evil, I could have just like silently called the police. Like, yeah, there's some public indecency going on at the Waffle House, scaring the kids.
Just trying to have a nice family dinner with my little sister here, and
Yeah.
I can hear them moaning from their car from the inside.
And so I go back home.
Disgusting.
I kind of just like handle it. I'm back home, whatever. Next morning, I give her a call because I'm, like that's my girl.
Yeah.
So I give her a call, like, and so it's 8 a.m. It rings for like 28 seconds, and like on the last second, somebody picks up, and it wasn't her. It wasn't her. I hear a car running. Like,
no.
they're-
What?
He's like, "Hey, man," and I'm like, "Hey, can I talk
Oh
to
my fucking
can I
God.
talk to the lady?" And he's like, I said, "Hey, can I talk to my girlfriend?" And he's like, "Oh, it's not your girlfriend anymore. I'm taking my girlfriend to get some breakfast." And I'm like, I see. So I kind of I sigma pilled it. I was like, thanks, man.
Dude, that's such a fucking story.
I would have gone on a murder spree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
what the
have been
hell?
actually like I'm not
Yeah.
like no joke.
At
I
the
wouldn't- I wouldn't have,
Waffle
like,
House of all places.
I wouldn't have
Yeah.
gone on a murder spree or anything, but I would have.
That's my
I
villain
would have
story.
committed multiple homicides.
Joker.
Yeah. After that, that's why it's made my main goal. And if I die and nobody remembers anything about me, remember my mission statement
Mm.
to make these hoes pay always.
Oh my god.
And that is
Bitches
the One
ain't
Cup
shit
Left
but
podcast.
Samson put his phone down and loudly exclaimed, "I'm the Joker, baby!"
And that concludes episode 2.